From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up.
And off we go from Seattle.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Geno.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Smith.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for James Conner. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. D. Williams deep for Seattle. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This a 2nd and 8. Walker with another carry. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Geno. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, you have to think the defense is motivated after the quarterback walked it in for 6 on the last drive. They know he's dangerous with his legs, and it burned them for a touchdown last time. Not letting him run free this time is the goal.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
To throw is Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 68 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To the air again, Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Here's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And that'll bring up second down.
Murray now to throw.
That escapes the sack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That is caught.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He completes it to Jones. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Murray now. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
And it's 17-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
1 second, all that remains.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Again, it's Walker.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
There's a short one caught by Ryman.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
A give running right is counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Geno now to throw. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Murray. There's a short one caught by Ryman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. From the gun, it's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Geno.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6.
Myers' kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. And they take a knee. Second and 11. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.